Yo, what's up with y'all, man? I hope you're doing good. If you're new and you're a fan of the NBA, subscribe to this channel, so let's get straight into it.
It's like it's Minute Maid, hijack 4, renegade, 24, number 8, Kobe shit fade away, ballin' since 11th grade, still in school, let them hate.
So just 25% of the way into the season, some teams find the need to make something happen because of their early failures. And these early failures sends a surge of urgency that comes from fans like me and you, and the messages get reinforced when the L's on the game log starts to pile on. And that's how the messages from star players gets relayed to upper management. Once all that occurs, moves start to happen and movement starts to take place. To be quite honest with you, I'm not gonna lie, outside of all this NBA draft stuff, this is probably one of my favorite seasons in the NBA. As we speak right now on a Mojo Monday, I believe it is December 16th, it is trade season. Trade season is one of the many things that I am notorious for on this side of things. There were several trades around this time last year that I just so happened to predict. You don't believe me? It's okay. Just go ahead and check out my Carfax. My history is right there. I have a really well-running engine. Now, as usual, before I get into my bag and ignite this engine, I gotta inform you on this giveaway. It's not only trade season, it's also 'tis the season to be jolly. Is that how you say it? To enter this giveaway that ends on December 19th, that's later on this week. You got little to no time. All you have to do is follow this IG page right here, my personal, like that picture, and also comment the recycle emoji. And once you're done with that, go ahead and follow my clothing brand as well. Once you're done with those 4 simple steps, you'll have a chance. 2 of you will actually have a chance to win either an NBA jersey or something from my clothing brand. Let's go. The OKC Thunder have been by far the most obvious and anticipated team to make a move this season because of all the bold and shocking moves made just 5 to 6 months ago. They have a boatload of solid players on their roster just sitting, who are still good and great at what they do but aren't good enough to be retained. Nearly their entire starting lineup is up for grabs, and OKC feels indifferent towards nearly all of them. The most movable piece out of them all, in my opinion, is currently Danilo Gallinari. Danilo has been playing with a crazy level of consistency these past 2 years. This is the best version of Danilo we've ever seen. His production is one that so many playoff teams can benefit from. As in the making of this video, he's averaging 18 points on 45% from the field and 40% from 3 while being on a 1-year deal. He is literally one of the hottest on the market. Wait. I said hottest? He's one of the hottest commodities on the market right now. I promise you, I'm telling you, teams are looking at him, licking at their chops as we speak. And currently they are countless amounts of scenarios that could actually come in fruition for this man right here. But I believe that several teams in their own conference are the thirstiest for success because of all the scrutiny that's constantly being faced and the disappointing seasons that a lot of teams are having. I'm so bold right now that I'd be willing to bet money, if I wasn't broke, that Danilo Gallinari gets traded to the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Wolves' top runaround Karl Anthony Towns currently reeks, and if they don't address this issue in Minnesota, then the situation is gonna get real clammy and hot and awkward. Just give this man some help. I promise you that all these frustrations are bound to explode one day, especially if this man sees his homies D-Lo and D-Book doing their thing. Someone of Karl Anthony Towns' caliber, that elite, damn near superstar status, shouldn't have to deal with things like this. Imagine being a top 3 center in the NBA and a top 10 scorer in the NBA and not getting a whiff of the ball on multiple occasions like this. Moves will be made, and I believe that the first puzzle piece lies over there in OKC. Now this trade is going to be surrounded around Jeff Teague, of course, because that man stinks, he reeks, he hasn't been good since Atlanta. And also that man Gorgie Dang. For the following, Danilo Gallinari, Dennis Schroeder, and maybe, just maybe, if they're willing to give up more than I expect, Nerlens Noel. Now why in the hell would OKC want that man Jeff Teague and Gorgie Dang? They don't want that man, they're just doing it for the first round picks. If Minnesota really feels the pressure to succeed and improve as the years go by, then they're gonna do something like this and they could give up to 2 draft picks, I say. I feel like they'd make that type of desperate move to help Cat remain cool, calm, and collected. Of course, though, as you all know, Minnesota isn't the only team that's in the race for Gallo. Teams like the Blazers and the Milwaukee Bucks, if they're really feeling freaky, could make something happen. But now, that's enough talk about Minnesota and Danilo Gallinari. Now let's go to the East in attempts to break down the Atlanta Hawks' current situation. So it's pretty simple, might I add. We suck. Our defense, to no surprise, is one of the worst in the league, and offensively, we 110% rely on Trae Young to either make a play for him or someone else. But the thing is that we really don't have anybody else on our team. John Collins, as we all know, just got suspended towards the beginning of the year, and Kevin Huerter, that man is in and out with injuries all the time. DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish have definitely improved a lot this year as games gone by, but again, they are rookies. They are rookies who are inconsistent. Vince Carter is a corpse on the court, and the rest of our guys should realistically be towards the end of the bench for most playoff teams. Jabari Parker on the team is productive, but other than that, we really don't have much to work with. I'm telling you, this current team reeks. It's worse than last year. The roster got issues, and Trae Young last week took it upon him to voice those issues and let his frustrations be heard. Man's been absolutely killing it as an individual and has been averaging 28, 9, and 4 on great efficiency while being surrounded by poop talent. He's at worth a top 5 point guard in the NBA to many people, but he's being surrounded by bottom 5 talent in the league. And subconsciously, what makes the situation worse is that his quote-unquote rival, Luka Doncic, has been having a season that nobody has ever seen before at his age. That man Trae Young is furious, fed up, and has been throwing a whole bunch of punches, and he's in the air. Because no matter what he does, that man could drop 40 and 15, 35 and 9. Like, it don't matter what he do, because you're still gonna lose 99% of the time. At the end of the day, we all know what his teammates are gonna bless him with. They gonna bless him with that L. And as a Hawks fan, I'm not gonna lie, this makes me sick to my stomach. Because Trae Young himself is actually ready to lead a team to the playoffs. The Hawks just don't have a team to take to the playoffs. And because of that, I think the Hawks will be on the hunt for help in the next few weeks. Now, we're definitely not gonna make some seismic wave happen, okay? To be honest, you're probably looking at that thumbnail right now and wondering why Karl-Anthony Towns is in a Atlanta Hawks jersey. Look, man, I just thought there was a cool picture on Instagram, and I put it together and I slapped it on my YouTube channel. Leave me alone. But anyways, back to the point. We're not gonna make any big moves happen or involve any of our young valued players, but we for sure will be waving picks up in the air. Picks not belonging to us, but the Brooklyn Nets and OKC in the year 2022. I believe that we'd be willing to invest those picks into players who have an immediate impact on our team, possibly a vet or a good young player on the hunt for a new home. So many players fit this category, but only a select few are actually negotiable and movable. Guys like Marcus Morris, Marvin Williams, Rudy Gay, Steven Adams, guys like that with no real purpose or long-term future on their current team could and probably should be at least be mentioned in a trade discussion with the Hawks. All these guys that I just mentioned definitely aren't stars, but are role players who could help change life for Trae and make his hard job just a tad easier. One player that I personally would give up a pick for is that man Goga Bitadze. Yes, you caught me. I'm still a fan, and I'm still standing this man till this day. I feel sorry for this man. So sorry, because this man is a bona fide hooper. A hooper who's being kept and locked up as a secret currently in the NBA. So for when he's not getting any real valuable opportunity, and to make things even worse, he has to live in Indiana? Oh my god! Enough of being a fanboy though, let's get back to business and keep this thing pushing. Moving on to the next team, the Cleveland Cavaliers. They got off to a real strong start to the beginning of the season, but got slapped right back into reality. And now there's real turmoil going on within their organization. And once again, you guessed it, for the 4th straight year, Kevin Love is being mentioned in trade rumors. And this time, they're actually serious. Now, the most talked about and obvious destination is the Portland Trailblazers, but the thought of that has been dragged out way too long, and there's not really much value I can put into your head with that story right there. But I found a team that doesn't get too much chatter when it comes to trading for Kevin Love, and that team is the Washington Wizards. Be honest with me, man, the Washington Wizards are such a weirdo organization. The Washington Wizards organization as a whole reminds me of a female, definitely. They can't make up their mind, and they make moves that completely contradict the direction that they're heading into. Like, you have a chance to actually be good. Stop being so stupid. This team is consistently throwing mixed signals, but they must have forgot who this is. It's Mac Daddy Mojo in this thing right now, and I'm gonna expose them. Them trading for Love solidifies who they are as an organization, have been for the last few years. Giving up some okay young assets and a bad contract is a realistic deal. Mo Wagner is a legit valuable piece, and so is Thomas Bryant. One of those guys tagged along with Ian Mahimi's ugly self plus CJ Miles to make contracts work could make a deal happen with the Cleveland Cavaliers for Love. I think this is a really respectable deal because the Cavs might not receive any respectable offers. The reason being because Kevin Love's old, he's injury prone, and he has an overpaid contract. Not a lot of teams in the National Basketball Association would like to associate themselves with all 3 of those things. Now, I personally would love to see Kevin Love play for teams like the Utah Jazz, the Milwaukee Bucks, and the Miami Heat. You know, teams that need that extra lift to make him actually frightening in this league. But Washington may butt into this because, for what reason, I don't know why. It's because they're Washington. The San Antonio Spurs as of recent have obviously been going out sad. DeMar DeRozan has been thrown into the trade windmill, and so has LaMarcus Stiffback Aldridge. Now listen, I know that the DeMar DeRozan trade rumors and the LaMarcus Aldridge trade rumors has been at an all-time high these last few weeks. But I'm willing to bet you that absolutely nothing is bound to happen over there in San Antonio, because this is the San Antonio Spurs that we're talking about here. They do not make mid-season trades. Well, really, trades happen, period. Here's a quick challenge for you. Just think about it, okay? Don't cheat and go ahead and check up Google on your phone or your laptop or whatever you're watching this on. Don't do that. When was the last time that the San Antonio Spurs made a trade outside of the Kawhi Leonard trade, you dingus? So obviously everybody knows that, but they're forced to do that, but that don't count. Anyways, when was the last time that the San Antonio Spurs made a trade? I'm waiting. No sir, you hurry up and give me your answer. I would appreciate it if you could hurry up, because I have things to do. But you know what, I'm not even gonna waste my time and energy waiting on some of you, because some of y'all are trolls. I'll give you the answer and go down the San Antonio Spurs history, since I have no life. The last time that this organization made a trade happen was way back in 2010. My boy, I was 10 years old at the time. I'm going to use this clip as a reference to prove how right I was again in about 7 to 8 months from now. They're going to take their chances in the lottery and just hope that they luck up in the NBA draft lottery so that they can pick that dingy, that foreign sensation dude. I'm sorry, I don't know his name yet. If those dudes make a move happen, I'll be shocked and speechless, because this is totally un-Spurs-like. This is the end of the video though, man. I really do appreciate you for coming over here on my channel and seeing what I have to talk about today. Before you go, I'm reminding you, the giveaway ends this Thursday, I believe, on the 19th of December. Go ahead and follow these 4 steps. Follow me on Instagram, like my last picture, comment the recycle emoji, and follow my clothing brand's IG page as well, so you can give yourself a chance to become one of these 2 winners that I'm picking later on next week. My early Christmas gift to some of you. But yeah man, this is the end of the video. Make sure you go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe, and show at least 2 of your friends this banger of a video. But until then, I'll get right with you. Make the day great.
No way, remember back when I couldn't get a play, no home, I ain't have a place to stay, I got to work, made it serve, free the way, told my girl who'd ever